The milling of the coarse homespun cloth, as in the old days, is repeated even today on occasion when friends gather for an old-time milling frolic to the lilt of Gaelic songs.
Hello, Kimada Hashif. Is Misha Connell nach Richard ik Awastad Rewan ik Runel ik Awastad Walkin Beck. I'm Connell McKinnon. Agus Sanju Hami Kawastan Gaelic Hami Dawa Hekish gave Root Beck man Orain Wuwai. I'm at the Gaelic College today and I'm teaching you guys a little bit about the milling tradition and milling songs here in Cape Breton. I'm seated here at Gumboart Wuwag at the milling table and I have my blanket in front of me. And a milling frolic is a form of communal labor, and it's the last step in the process of making our blankets and our clothing for the year. So traditionally, we would be milling at the end of harvest season, and it's quite a laborious process. So instead of undertaking that as a family or one person, we get everyone together and make a community go of it. The milling tradition is not only a task of labor, but it was kind of a ceilidh and a get-together and a party. Everyone had taken in their crops and kind of shutting things down, getting ready for the winter. So it was a good way to have one last blast of fun before the winter sets in. And everyone would bring their cloth that was just off the loom and we'd mill it together around the table. The process of milling, you need to wet the cloth. It's kind of loose when it comes off the loom, and we would sew it into a circle and seated around the table. We pound it wet off the milling board or the milling table, and that felts it and gets the cloth more waterproof and able to be made into blankets and clothing. And we'd make a pretty fun night out of it, and there would be matchmaking, and there might be a drink or two, and a fiddler might be there and a dancer in the other room. So you'd have your seat at the milling table and you'd sing a few songs, and you might go into the other room and have a meal. And now that we no longer have to mill, or we're not making our own cloth as much anymore, we continue the tradition, and it's used as a way to share songs and to share language and just an intergenerational transmission in communities. So there's still milling frolics to this day in communities like Johnstown, Christmas Island, different communities around Cape Breton. And it's just a great way to get together at the end of the harvest season and have a bit of fun and have a laugh and share some songs and stories and to meet with elders and just share the language and tradition. Some of these songs share women's perspectives. In the old country, milling was quite often women's work, and when it came to the New World, you start hearing songs about hunting and sailing and things like this when the men started joining in on the milling table. One song I'll give you an example of is Mary Woodach, My Lovely Mary, and it's a song composed by Callum Gillis from Southwest Margaree, and it's a story from the Iona area of a fella that was working closely with a woman from Mabu, and she had to leave to the States, and they were kind of set to be married, but she had to leave, and he kind of went through some betrayal through a friend, and they never ended up getting together, but Callum heard this story and composed a song about it. We'll try that one.
I horo mo veri woodach, stulich loom and gachum found, smuatach me as the yes a hamochria, jairach traum, no a hunnick me suvat on at der moor nach loom. Hoerum boys and nuer minchin leto charug, kinchach kion. I horo mo veri woodach, stulich loom and gachum found, smuatach me as the yes a mochria, jairach traum, ni and down a huey in crewy, cook me girl gutes me och. G'day to you shin moch harstin chum shin gun bin drast the past. I oro mo veri woodach, stulich loom and gachum found, smuatach me as the yes a mochria, jairach traum, sound and Jewish led gon verach, go of my linen goach woam, skit the haum Boston rioch strika he me usnam huin. I horo mo veri woodach, stulich loom and gachum found, smuatach me as the yes a mochria, jairach traum. Choak of Pius Beck yen Oren. That was just a small piece of the song, but good example of the milling tradition here in Cape Breton.
For me, Malibu has always been pretty magical. You know, landscape, people, the music, the way of life. There really is something special and genuine about this place. Malibu always seems to be ready to give you its heart. Here at Bain Babu, you have a chance to be part of a movement, drawing on our roots to reimagine our future. Stand out from the crowd, invest in yourself. Live in community, learn in community. Here, you'll find a place that welcomes you, where the wisdom of the culture nourishes you. Honestly, if I try to imagine the perfect place to go to university, this is it. In Malibu, where culture lives.
everybody. Welcome to the Gaelic College Ceilidh. My name's Andrea Beaton, and Kimberly Fraser's here on the piano with me, and I'm going to do another little medley here, and then we're going to swap it up for a number or two. I think I will just do a medley in A, my favorite key, starting with Sandy McIntyre's March, written by my grandfather, Donald Angus Beaton, and going on from there. We'll see what happens. I'll switch my ring over here. Did I? Oh, that's fine.
stage there.
Oh, thanks. I had a request for one of those tunes, so. Would anyone care to bring me some water by any chance? Not to look for service or anything. While Kimberly's getting her fiddle out, some of those tunes, the little slow Strasby was Memories of Winston by Jerry Holland. And then after that, there was Miss Lyle Strasby and Lucy Campbell Strasby, also known as Lady Loudon. Kinnan Beaton wrote the next tune, my dad. Thank you, Walter. Our best bus driver on earth, Walter White. The Judith Craigish Consolidated High School Graduates of 1991 is the first reel. Woo. The second reel was, I don't know the name of it, it's a traditional old tune. The Ale is Dear, which I went into by accident when I was trying to get into the next one, which was, what is it called? Jock Wilson's Ball.
Yep.
Ended with Mike to the Rescue by myself. I can't believe I knew most of the names. All right, Kimberly, you're on.
All right. Well, I think maybe I'll slow things down a little bit after all of that fiery fiddling. What do you feel about My Keep Written Home, Jerry Holland Jones, and maybe we'll do that and see what happens from there. Yeah, is that okay?
Third figure.
Third figure, that's right. I'll just do a quick blast of reels here. I've been kind of on a Jerry Holland kick the past little bit, digging into a lot of his tunes. Oh, thank you. So maybe we'll start with just cruising, and we'll cruise on to some other Jerry tunes. We'll see what happens.
That's what I'm doing.
This on a cruise,
Drury. Ian Drury, I think, is going to come up. Did I say your name right? To tell you about our next act.
Hello, everyone. How about another round of applause for Andrea? Thank you so much for coming out tonight, and thank you for watching at home, wherever those. Thank you for watching at home for the live stream. It's such a joy to be here at Cape Breton, and it's been such a joy staying here at this college as well. We've been here since it was a Sunday night, and it's been lovely. It's been a second home for us, and it's been very welcoming. My name is Ian Drury. I'm the recent hired director of Young Tradition Vermont at Vermont Folklife. And the touring group is one of many programs at Young Tradition Vermont that aim to inspire and grow a love of Vermont's traditional musics and dance. This year's touring group has been practicing since October, and I'm excited for you to hear them tonight. But first, a few thank yous to our sponsors. We have so many people that have supported us, that have been able to make this possible for us to travel here and to perform for you tonight. And I would love to thank all the families that have sent their children with us on this trip this year, and our artist leaders, Andrea Beaton and Dominique Dodge. They've been amazing in teaching our group this year. Thank you to the Gaelic College and all of the staff that have taken care of us this week. It's been amazing. They've fed us, they've provided us beds. It's been absolutely wonderful. And so thank you again for taking care of us. Really appreciate it. Lastly, I'd like to say a big thank you to Mark Sustick, who is Young Tradition Vermont's founder. And he has put in a ton of work to make this trip possible. He did all of our planning. And along with Christina Kennedy, who's this year's manager of the touring group. Hooray, Christina! Thank you so much for all of the work that you've put in to make this possible. It's been an amazing experience so far, and we're just barely halfway through. So, are you ready to hear some great music? Woo! Let's go! All right, come on up.
We'll let you walk.
Oh,
Change that up. I'm going to give you a little mic in this banjo here. Oh, just 1 second. Just going to give a quick mute on that. I will be switching to fiddle. Whose fiddle's that? I will be switching to fiddle. Sure. Yeah, that's all right. Let's just. I think the easiest thing to do is to just put it on the floor. Give me some stick, get some stuff here. You just move that for a quick second. I'm just going to do this. And we're going to haul it over here so that I can get it up there somewhere around it. There's enough. All right. Since we got a pile, I'm just going to. much enough of it. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yep. And it's 1, 2. This one is. All right.
Thanks for coming out and for joining us online, for those of you watching through your phones.
Sorry, Ryan, that
My
might
name
be
is
in your
Hadley
way.
Stockwell, and I'm one of this year's Youth Artist Leaders. That last set you just heard was one brought to us to the group by Dominique, one of our artist leaders. It features a few tunes commonly found in Cape Breton and Scotland. And the first one being Rector at the Feish by Ryan J. McNeil. Second is Traditional Laddie, and the third is The Ale is Dear. Next set is one that I brought to the group as part of my responsibility as a youth artist leader. I play a lot of bluegrass music, I also play a lot of Scottish music, and I tend to mix the two when playing personally, so I thought why not do that with this group as well. So I have two Bill Monroe tunes for you, and the first of which is Monroe's Hornpipe, and the second is Scotland.
Play a March Strasbourg reel set featuring some traditional Cape Breton settings of Scottish tunes. And along with those, we're going to play the last march written by Jamoris Rankin and Ronnie McClellan's by Brenda Stubbart.
All good?
Yep.
How did you like that? I think a lot of you here know me. I'm Colin McDonald and I work here at the college. And I'm just here to introduce the next number. And I just wanted to say that we, here at the college, we've really enjoyed having this crew here with us last number of days. Today's been a lot of fun, busy. I don't know how they are doing it all, really. They have a very busy schedule and lots of playing. And in their downtime, you think they'd rest, but they don't. They're doing more playing and on the bus and everything else. So I'm very happy to spend some time with you today, and also to welcome some of our own students from Nagashki Gaga, the Young Heroes program, our youth mentorship Gaelic program. We have some students here. We have Claire Mumberket, Nina Tubman, Beth Tubman, Taya McDonald, Marina Rutherford, and Murdoch Smith. And very happy to have them join us. And it's been great seeing the two worlds collide and see these young people with very similar interests get to know one another. So we got to work on a couple of songs. We're going to start off with a milling song that we've done with the program, Nagashki, and we worked on the chorus. So we'll sing that all together for you, and then we have a song, another song to follow up that we learned from them today. So, box to that thing. 90-80, and then cutting you right into the chorus. Yeah, we'll repeat the verses. And I think I might even stand down here. If you guys want to come a little closer to the mic. Yes. I will support you on the verses though. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Box of that thing, right me, harinyo, harinyo, oro, you, away, harinyo, harinyo. Box of that thing, right me, harinyo, harinyo, oro, you, away, harinyo, harinyo. Give me, harinyo, spray, harinyo, harinyo, oro, you, away.
Oro,
Lovely. My name is Dominique Dodge. I'm one of the two artistic directors for the touring group here, along with Andrea Beaton. And we're going to share a song with you that we've been working on through the last few months, and we're so delighted to have Nagashki join us with this. It's called O Town of Blue is Tóca Found, and it's a song that comes from Scotland, but it came over here, and it was quite popular around these parts for a while, and it's one that's kind of, I don't hear it as much anymore, and I thought it'd be really nice to hear it again. And I chose it in part because it talks about the Highland clearances, when so many of the Gael in Scotland were forced off their land to clear space for sheep, and many of them ended up here in Cape Breton, and which is a really sad time. And the song, the first few verses of the song, are looking back onto the Isle of Mull specifically, and the great beauty of that landscape and the natural world, and also the people who lived there. And but the last verse is really hopeful, and it's the reason I chose this song, because it talks about having hope that the younger generation that is coming will lift up the language and the culture and the music, and that's what all these groups on this stage are working so hard to do right now. So, my wish of Yolwach at a shaste, shiny of Colwood. So sing along with us if you know the song.
O town of blue is Tóca found, Mochria town and Magno, Smee Fato in land of down, Bohir Glowns and Gowan, O bed and doddy Shawnish Wam, hard wine is great as Viana. Town of blue is Tóca found, Mochria town and Magno, Smee Fato in land of down, Bohir and Glowns and Gowan. Och Erin och mi Bahal, Sen Cheern and Glowns and Gowan. Cheern and Coosie, cheer Mogul, Nun walk and place at O town of blue is Tóca found, Mochria town and Magno, Smee Fato in land of down, Bohir and Glowns and Gowan. Should not bleed and fight and night, snag ein hunter na mara. I walk no gills and you must gill, send tash for heavy casting. O town of blue is Tóca found, Mochria town and Magno, Smee Fato in land of down, Bohir and Glowns and Gowan. Good Cluga Gaelic Vina cast, on Galvna Gaela Backing, Ain Yelloy, Gachin and Ash, O Tóca Vart Rato. O town of blue is Tóca found, Mochria town and Magno, Smee Fato in land of down, Bohir and Glowns and Gowan. O
Hello, I'm Owen Kennedy. I am the other youth artist leader with Hadley Stockwell over there. We're gonna play some good old New England contra dance tunes now. We've been having a lot of fun doing these square dances here. It's been a highlight of the trip. So here's some of the tunes that we play. So we start off with Mac and Boyle, and then go into Julia Delaney's Dad's Reel, and then Woodchoppers. There's gonna be some awesome solos on Woodchoppers, so you can listen for that. I learned all these at Maine Fiddle Camp, which I'm from Maine. It happens every year, and I've been going for the past 4 or 5 years, and it's a highlight of my year. So I'm really excited that I was able to share these tunes with the group.
down for a minute here. Last year we lost a lovely human being from PEI named Cody Chasen, and he was one of the East Pointers, great banjo player, great all-around human being. And this tune came to me right around that time, maybe that night that I heard, or the day after, and I could kind of hear in my head like it was meant to be like dink 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 on the banjo, and I thought, oh, this is Cody's inspiration coming to me, so that's what I named the tune, Cody's Inspiration. And I wrote it as a reel, but we slowed it down, so we're doing it as kind of a slow, groovy reel. So hope you enjoy it. Here we go. I'm gonna play with you guys.
So the next set we're going to play is a set of jigs that's commonly played up here in Cape Breton. And this set was brought to us by Andrea Beaton.
By a past artist leader who was a great mentor to us, and yes, was an artist leader for many years. And this is about a very cold summer that happened in 1816 with a volcano eruption. So yeah, it's called 1800 and Froze to Death.
Please hold.
Please hold.
You may be wondering what this device is. It is a shruti box. It is originally from India. It's kind of like a harmonium, but it's not. It's set up like a piano, but it's a little bit harder to change the notes. It's a really nice drone instrument. Now we're good.
There's a wrong note in there.
Now we're good. I hope. There we go. Okay. I think.
Do you want to turn it around and look at it?
In the time of the sorrowful famine year, when crops were scanty and bread was dear, the good
So, all of a sudden we come to the end of our set. We were joking earlier today that a lot of us have things that we say every single time we come to the microphone, and I think that's mine. Pretty inconsistent other than that. We just want to say Tapali Kalashina Gaelic, which I think I got right. Thank you to the Gaelic College. We really appreciate all of the mentorship today and the time that the culture bearers have given to us. Yeah, round of applause for that. You might know that we're a little bit tired right now. We've played quite a few gigs in the last few days. Earlier today I was playing a round of 500, which some of you might know. It's a game where one person throws something up in the air and then calls out the number of points you get when you catch that. And we had a special rule that if you throw it back and you hit the volleyball net, and we were playing with a frisbee, if you hit the volleyball net that was in between the thrower and the catchers, then you were centered back to 0 points. And Bjorn here, one of our trad lads, hit not 1, not 2, not 3, but count them, all 7 of Voldemort's Horcruxes into the net. And it was real embarrassing. So let's just give a little round of applause to Bjorn. So we're going to be playing for you something that we call the Arity set. It's been played at the back of every single conservatoire group has performed since Northumberland in 2014. It starts off with a tune called The Grey Owl, which is a traditional Métis tune, and then goes into On the Morgan Deck, which was written by Oliver Scanlon, a past artist leader. And then it finishes off with Road to Erigi, written by Adam Sutherland. Enjoy, and thank you.